Big Hero 6 came in the year of 2014, which is the exact same year as one of the best animated features named the Lego Movie. Let's get started. Here's the plot. We have Hiro Hamada, who likes to do some bot fighting, but can't. Bot fighting is illegal and they get arrested. And then suddenly happens is when something want to find out for a better way to invent something. And then they find a way for the Todashi's lab, and they find Baymax. And then suddenly happens is when Todashi won't give up the Howard Fox to help with Hiro, and then Hiro made a microbots. And then they have tons of microbots and all over the globe from Crytek. And then suddenly happens is when Mr. Callahan wants to help to save the world with a building. When Tadashi is gone, when the building is exploded, and Hiro is so sad. Then suddenly happens is Hiro wants to help with Baymax, and then suddenly it does happen when Hiro wants to find a way for the microbots. And when suddenly happens is when Professor Callahan with the mask on to collect all the microbots and then steal. And then suddenly happens is they want to find a way to talk to the police officer. And then suddenly happens is when Hiro wants to build a perfect robotic suit for Baymax. And then suddenly happens is when Baymax and Hiro want to talk with some friends named Fred, Wasabi, Go-Go, and Honey Lemon. There are the friends. Yeah, they have 4 friends, and now they have 6 of them. 4 plus 2 equals 6. Let's get started. And then they find a way into the secret mysterious of the microbots. And then suddenly happens is when they go on to the Fred's mansion to the history of superheroes. And then suddenly happens is when the hero wants to invent some superhero suits for the new suits. And then suddenly happens is when Hiro wants to demonstrate Baymax, and then they fly over the sky high in San Francisco. And then suddenly happens is when they need to find the Professor Callahan, and we need to find a way, and which suddenly happens is when Hiro and his best friends wants to find a way, and Professor Callahan is in there. And then which suddenly happens is they try to fight, and which suddenly happens is when Hiro wants to stop being a bad guy. And then when Hiro wants to say Tadashi is gone, but when Baymax says Tadashi is here in the past, and they invent Baymax. And then which suddenly happens is when Hiro never gives up again to defeat Professor Callahan's. And then suddenly happens is when Professor Callahan's daughter is stuck in the universe. And then suddenly happens is when Hiro and the friends won't give up until they want to defeat some. And then Professor Callahan is really angry to try and defeat the heroes. And then which suddenly happens is when Hiro and Baymax want to crush and broke into the pieces for Professor Callahan's Kabuki mask. And then suddenly happens is when Baymax wants to go up with Hiro to find a way into the space or in the universe, what have you. And then they find Professor Callahan's daughter. And then which suddenly happens is they find a way, because Hiro never gives up. Hiro finds a way. And then when Professor Callahan's daughter took her to the hospital, and then which suddenly happens is when Professor Callahan gets arrested. And then which suddenly happens is they save the day. And they get ready for the new college. But this time, when Hiro wants to reinvent Baymax, and then they come back to life for the supers. That's pretty much the plot. what have I heard of it? For the very first time, I just saw in 3D back in November 8th, 2014. It was Age Well to Response. So yeah, one of my third favorite animated feature of 2017, right behind How to Train Your Dragon 2 and the Lego Movie. So yeah, the animation's really awesome. The story, very cool. The action scenes are so epic. It has 1 decade after The Incredibles came out. And the characters, we have Hiro, the main character. He's awesome. And here we have Baymax, which is another main character. He's awesome. Who is supposed to played by Stan Lee. And you know what Stan Lee is. It's a comic book creator. But rest in peace, Stan Lee, for this last year. So, and here we have Gogo Tamago. She's awesome. Honey Lemon, she's awesome. Fred, she's cool. And here we have Wasabi. Wasabi is awesome. Tadashi is cool. And here we have Hiro's mom. Hiro's mom, who played by Maya Rudolph, which is the same cast who played that new character thing from the Angry Birds movie 1 and 2. And all the cast. And here you have Professor Callahan, which is the main villain. And here we have Professor Callahan's daughter. She's nice. All the other characters are really awesome. And including in the song, we have the Fall Out Boy song, Immortals. It's awesome song. So yeah, as for negatives, none. I have no negatives at all. It gets a 10 out of 10 in my taste. Amazing, brilliant masterpiece. But I do respect Super Mario Logan's opinion on Big Hero 6. So, thank you all for watching, and goodbye. And I might do a review on Zootopia for tomorrow. Stay tuned for my review on Zootopia for tomorrow. And on Tuesday we have Moana. Wednesday we have Ralph Breaks the Internet. And on Thursday we have Battle for Immunity from Star vs. the Force of Evil. And on Friday we have the mystery video for the Disney month of November. And last but certainly not least, Frozen 2 for this Saturday. So, hope you all enjoy and have a nice day.